Good afternoon and welcome to Inside the Paddock. 2023 is officially underway. P1 is in the books, MotoGP is back, and let me tell you, it feels very, very good to be able to say it. Jack Appleyard here with you once again for another year of Inside the Paddock, another year of frivolous fun as we jump up and down pit lane trying to catch MotoGP riders unaware, trying to bring you a little bit of insight into what happens up and down pit lane, up and down the paddock. And what a good way to start than outside the box of the Pramac Racing guys. As we see Angel Martin coming here, this is Jorge Martin's dad. Good start for him. Was for Martin's teammate Johan Zarco in fifth. I'll run through that top five for you now. If you did miss the opening bit of running for MotoGP, the rain came out, which you might not be able to tell now because the sun is beating down. That created a bit of a slow start, but it certainly got interesting at the end. The final 15 minutes saw a flurry of fast laps with Gresini Racing's Alex Marquez taking top spot ahead of Repsol Honda's Joan Mir. A great lap from Joan Mir. I don't think many people were predicting that, looking to be a little bit closer to the front than what we saw at the test 2 weeks ago. Then there was a Mooney VR46 duo of Luca Marini and Marco Bezzecchi with Johan Zarco, as they said, completing the top five. We're going to speak to Paolo Ciabatti, sporting director at Ducati Corsa, because of course this is a huge year for the factory. Pecco Bagnaia running the number one plate, debuted it officially in MotoGP for the first time since we saw Casey Stoner using it back in 2012 on the Repsol Honda. A steady start to life, shall we say, for Pecco. 9th overall. I'm sure he'll be pretty happy with that. I'm just seeing if Paolo is there. He's not for the moment. We're also hoping, just before we speak to Paolo, to bring you a bit of a world exclusive. My left-hand man, normally right-hand man, but he's on the left, Diddy, normally has the insight for you. At some stage during the show, you are going to be the very first people in the world, fact, full stop, to see the medals that the MotoGP Sprint 1, 2 and 3 will be collecting on the grid tomorrow after the race. A new podium ceremony where it takes place on the grid. Instead of trophies, it will be medals. And you guys at home watching along are going to get the world exclusive first view of those medals. So stick with us. Once we speak with Paolo Ciabatti, I'm hoping that a couple of my friends that we've organised to come and join us and help us and allow you to have a look at those medals for the very first time. How exciting is that? But we kick off Inside the Paddock 2023 with an exclusive like that. Right, let's head down this way then to see if we can find Paolo Ciabatti. In fact, Diddy went this way, so he might be across here. Let's just see. I'm getting the hurry along here. Are we hoping to maybe catch the attention of a rider or two? Maybe. Let's see. Is he just chatting the other way? Let's just walk down this way, I think. Fingers crossed we could see, well, either Fabio Di Gianantonio, would be nice to get a word with him, or the man fastest in practice one. If we can have a word with Alex Marquez, what a way to start life in Inside the Paddock. So yeah, interesting practice session. Was an interesting one. We're all excited. Fever pitch as usual for MotoGP to get underway, and then the rain meant that we didn't see many guys out on track for the first 20 minutes. Franco Morbidelli had a high side, looked a nasty one actually, but was back up on his feet and okay. The wet weather just catching him out. And it took until about 15 to go for things to get underway. Alex can have a quick word with the fastest man on practice one. Well done, Alex. What a way to start.
It's better to start like this, but it's early, so yeah, we put the soft tires on once no. So yeah, but the feeling is great, so yeah, keep working for the P2.
Now, this is an inside joke that I want to share with the guys at home. My nickname for you throughout the year is going to have to be Jack Sparrow. We came for the filming about 2 weeks ago, and Alex did the best impression of Jack Sparrow I think I've seen in a long time. So at some point during the year, we need you to dress up as Johnny Depp. Hopefully after the first victory of the year.
Why not? I mean, it's a good idea, great idea. Now that I hear again more the music and this, it's not like I said, it's less like Jack Sparrow and Piratas del Caribe, so, but yeah, it's a little bit, so yeah, just enjoy the season. We have a nice music, we have everything, so just open the throttle.
I mean, you're enjoying life at the moment. I can see when you're walking around, there's a big smile. It feels like all of the pressure and the frustration of last year is just completely wiped away. You're having fun.
More relaxed. This is what I can say. Is more relaxed, everything. But when you have a good bike, when you have the good things, the life is easier.
Absolutely. I'm going to go speak to the boss now. Paolo Ciabatti said he's going to speak to us, so I'll go chat with him. Well done, Alex. Great to catch up with Alex. P1 in P1, and I mean, as you can see, what a different character he is now. Jumped across from Honda to Ducati, and as he said, he's enjoying life, he's more relaxed, and you can just tell in his personality and the way that he's walking around, and doesn't come as a surprise as well, given the fact that he's so fast. Right, we were confirmed that Paolo Ciabatti would be somewhere. Let's just see. Maybe we'll head back out this way and Ciabatti might join us. Would be good to get a word from him, especially given the fact that Ducati are going so well at the moment. 4 bikes inside the top 5. But interesting, we mentioned Joan Mir there. I had a quick look at the sector times just before coming out to do the show. And Joan Mir's ideal lap would have been good enough for top spot. He could have been a 10 faster than the lap time that Alex Marquez managed to do, which is seriously impressive, really. Given the fact that so much talk has been about the struggles that Honda have been having, the fact that Marc Marquez saying yesterday in the press conference and when speaking to the media as well that he doesn't have the bike to fight for the championship. And yes, it's early doors, only the opening 45 minutes of, I was going to say a very long season, the longest season, but I'm sure that will just add a little bit of confidence and will be a weight off the shoulders for Joan Mir to have started so long. Right, here we go. World exclusive time. So get ready. Anna and Carla doing a magnificent job. Can I stop you guys and just borrow this? Let's have a look then. So look at that. Wow. So there you go. Can I take it out? Yeah? So this will be presented tomorrow to the very first MotoGP Sprint winner. How much do you think we could get for this on eBay? I think we could at least get 500 quid on eBay for this. A little bit of history there. Somebody will have that around their neck at around 3:30 tomorrow afternoon and become the very first winner of a MotoGP Sprint. How cool is that? In gold as well. We've got second and thirds there. Sorry, I'm not going to be able to put it away as neatly. As you can imagine, second is silver, third is bronze. Thank you, girls. Appreciate it. And a nice little touch there as well, sorry. Portuguese flag. And I imagine when we get to Argentina, we'll have an Argentinian flag. Very nice. So there you go. World exclusive. That's what the guys are fighting for tomorrow afternoon. 3 o'clock, MotoGP Sprint. The first one we have ever seen. You don't want to miss it. And that's what they're fighting for as well. How cool is that? World exclusive for you guys. Don't leave in the comments saying that we don't try our best for you. You know, there's no better show on YouTube, surely, for providing inside MotoGP access than this one. There you go, a world exclusive. Now, unfortunately, the big issue with that is we've set the level now, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to provide a world exclusive tomorrow, but I can certainly try my best. I'm just going to look over my shoulder, actually, to see if Paolo is about. We'll walk back down towards Ducati one final time, just to see if we can spot Paolo Ciabatti. Because it was confirmed to me, no problem whatsoever. Yeah, Paolo will be there, he'll chat to you at midday. And normally, Paolo is one of the most organised men in the paddock. So I'm surprised that he's not floating around. I'm not sure whether something might have just dragged his attention away, which is always possible. But so far, we're not having much luck. At least we've managed to grab a chat with Alex Marquez. Just going to see if he's down here to the left, possibly. No, not having much luck, actually, which is a shame. Well, I'm surprised at that. Paolo's normally pretty consistent that he can help us out. So, as a result of that, I think we'll probably have to leave it there. In fact, no, we won't, because we've got Pedro Acosta here. What better? We'll upgrade from one P to another, from Paolo to Pedro. Baby Jesus, as he's known around some parts. And a huge fan favourite as well, signing T-shirts for all of the fans. Cracking jokes. He's a proper character, is Pedro. You can tell why he's love so much. Johan Zarco yesterday, I thought, one of the moments of the press conference, saying that he hopes to at least win the World Championship this year so he doesn't have to bother competing with Pedro. Called him a genius, the next genius to come through and star in MotoGP. Pedro, mate, how are you?
Not so bad.
Good winter?
Not so bad.
Did you do anything? Any holidays?
Well, we have a lot of time, you know. Let's see how was. I think was funny.
Yeah. Did you go anywhere on the beach? Some sun?
I go a few days to Andorra. For sure, was not my favorite one, but also it's good to spend some days in the mountain.
Well, good to see you. Happy with this morning? Was a tricky one for Moto2. The weather not ideal.
Was a tricky one, but anyway, this is the World Championship. It's not easy.
It never is. It never is. You're a man of few words sometimes, but I like it. You're precise in what you say.
Short but precise. Yeah.
I love it. Pedro, go have fun. See you later.
Thank you.
There he is, Pedro, with the fans. He was actually just cracking a joke with a girl there with a Marc Marquez 93 hat on. And he said, what are you bothering with that on? You need to get to pedroacosta.com to get yourself one of his fan club hats, which, you know, it's not a bad idea, actually. If you want to be a Pedro Acosta fan, then you can head to his website and get a cap. Certainly, I think you're going to get some use out of it in years to come. He's on the rise, is Pedro. Don't be surprised to see him in MotoGP in 2024, the star of the future. Good to have a chat with Pedro Acosta. Right, there we go then. Inside the Paddock, number one for 2023, done and dusted, a world exclusive. We spoke to the fastest man in MotoGP this morning. We spoke to the hottest talent in MotoGP at the moment. What more do you want? The good news is we're back tomorrow, Saturday, midday, where hopefully, following qualifying, we're able to grab a word with some of the leading contenders in MotoGP following their first qualifying session of the year. Join us this afternoon for Moto3, Moto2 and MotoGP. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.